What's up, y'all? This is Christian on day 7 of 31 Days of Character Creation. And update, still no COVID, but totally beat. Staying home from work today. And what happens to me when I do not prepare for the day is that I get John Ralphio hair. And so I thought I would also wear John Ralphio robe, and there's a John Ralphio situation. But I will say that that's not what the prompt is for today. Today's prompt is bulky, so we're gonna work with that one. Let's get to rolling. So we're gonna do a D10 for ancestry, and that is gonna give me a that's a 6 for human ancestry. Like, actually almost never do that. Culture is 10. Reroll. It's a 2. So dwarf culture. Okay, human ancestry, dwarf culture. Class is a D12. That is a bard again. I'm not getting a lot of variation in all my rolls. And then we're gonna do a D20, and that is for background, which will give me a 9, which is a hermit. Okay, so last but not least, gender is a reroll is a male. Okay, so we have human ancestry, dwarf culture, bard class, and hermit background. Okay, so bulky is our prompt. I want to say that there's some story here about a hermit sort of carrying their entire lives on their backs, and so let's say that this human is the type of hermit who lives out in the wilderness, but is constantly sort of moving, so kind of a nomadic hermit, and he's carrying this big bulky sort of just sack and backpacks and all these sorts of stuff. He just carries them along with him wherever he goes. And he only ventures out into the woods in order to tell stories to children and families. And he's really somebody who seeks to bring kindness wherever it is that he goes. And eventually, however, he does, in his wanderings, come across a dwarven village. And they are so enamored by his stories of old and old heroes that he decides that maybe he can actually make a home with these folks. And let's see if his let's see if his stats allow this to pan out. Okay, so strength is a 12. Okay. Um, Dex is a 17. Yeah, 17. Con is a 15. Um, Intelligence is a 10, average. Wisdom is 14, and but charisma is really what we need here. What do we got for charisma? And well, that's a 13. Okay. So based on any of those stats, I think the charisma is still good, but it's probably not as high as I'd want it to be. Probably with that hermit background. But you can see maybe why the dwarves were so willing to take him in. He's a sturdy human, strong and stout, and they just really must have appreciated that aspect of him. Maybe somebody who even maybe a human who even kind of looks a bit dwarvish. But yeah, so I think that's a story there, and his name is going to be um, uh, Kindword. Um, uh, Kindword Masterfoot. Kindword Masterfoot. The human ancestry dwarf culture, hermit background, bard. All right, take care, y'all.